The fence age began in the 26th century. The fence enclosed all the urban and prime agricultural areas, most rivers, and the transportation corridors of the city dwellers, the CDs. The invention of the fence changed everything. A small research and development company invented the fence. Their research was financed by large corporations looking for an inexpensive way to protect their properties. The new fence is cheaply installed and maintained. It is very effective. For the CDs, medical research conquered all known diseases. Many lived well into the hundreds among those who lived in cities, primarily because of new body-to-old-head transplants. Through genetic engineering experiments carried on outside of the city in the late 28th century, a species of animals called manapees were produced in mass quantities. Originally for agricultural work, manapees developed into many other uses. 200 years of evolution produced manapees that were very similar to humans in behavior. 400 years of fenced-in living within a sure, comfortable environment increased sexual appetite among the city dwellers to such a high degree that was previously unimaginable.
Good morning, children. How are you?
Good morning, Dad. We're fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm tired.
So, Dad, how about an increase in our allowances? The inflation index really rose this month.
You children are always talking about money. Believe me, money is not everything.
I'll talk to your mom.
Daddy, thank you for your help on my Mapuche account.
Oh, you're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, you should have won last night.
Absolutely. Too many errors.
Those uniforms on the four-armed players made them look like clowns. I mean, all four of different colors. Mary knows the designer.
Mary is impressive. Brainy, neat-looking, and very pleasantly formed. I got baseball practice after school, Pop.
Okay.
Andrew, wise up. Looks aren't where it's at. I mean, go for a girl's character and personality. I mean, looks, what are looks? Eventually they'll fade and fail. But her character won't. Her personality won't.
Bravo, Vicky. Bravo.
What would you know? A 15-year-old.
Almost 16. It's just that if she ever wanted to date a younger man, I'm available.
Forget it.
Why do people date?
To explore a person's personality and character.
And to explore other things.
Come on, Andrew, answer my questions. How am I going to learn?
Very good, Ian. Very good.
An upcoming comedian. But you're absolutely right. Keep asking the questions. That's how you learn. But be careful of stupid answers.
Right, Daddy.
But how will you know if the answer is stupid?
Oh, no.
Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, sir. Comment allez-vous?
Oh, bien. Here, let me give you a hand.
Oh, merci.
Soon, my love. Soon.
Ça va bien plaisir, mon petit pommes frites. And thank you for the bonus in my last paycheck.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Studying for finals.
Oh, there's Michael back from his jog. I've got to go. I'll see you later.
I serve at your pleasure.
Okay, I'll see you soon. You be good in school.
Okay. Bye.
Morning, Janet. Morning, Jack.
Morning, Mr. Miller.
You're the best-looking female suburbanite around.
You're the best-looking super prod. Oh, let's go inside. I've got something to show you.
Really?
Okay?
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, with Daddy's recent raise and Mommy's commissions,
For which we worked very hard.
very hard indeed, we can now move up to the next bracket and get a house in a nicer area like Hillside Estates. Away from this fence. There's a horrible fence so close.
To move. Sounds good to me. What do you kids think?
Let's move. We have a lot of friends in the Paradise Park area. It's so much nicer there. And you can hardly see the fence when you're there.
It's great.
That was a long jog.
I stopped to say hello to Kay and her neighbor Kathy. New wife to architect Jason. She was born outside. She went through the 15-year service person program and became a CD.
A CD before or after she married the architect? Oh, Michelle called? A change in schedule or something?
Good morning, Michelle. What can I do for you?
I assume security got in touch with you about Zach and Betty. The dock prods are all scrambling to submit their preliminary proposals. Some of them are bitching to Nelson that your deadline doesn't give them adequate time to select footage from the databank. I thought you should know this in case you get called. Remember, many of the same dock prods were your competitors for your super prod job.
Good, intelligent thinking. I love a woman who thinks like that.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Mrs. Miller.
Michael is the slave driver, isn't he? Yeah, our hero's on a sexual high because he used his Clause B privilege and had a quick morning roll in the hay with a gorgeous neighbor. You know what men are led by.
Well, I didn't know you two had a Clause B contract in your prenup. Well, nice.
Michelle, give the dock prods an additional month. Issue it today if possible.
Right. Security came in and copied all of the documents in Zach's office. What is going on?
I'll see him at 11:30. I'll explain later.
See you soon.
You didn't tell Michelle. How nice. I guess I shouldn't have either.
It's no big deal. Something weird is going on with Zach.
Well, oh, it's time for school. Let's go.
Oh, Joey.
Come on. Oh, it's time for school. Yeah, let's go.
Here you are.
5 world bucks. Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome. Here you go.
Miscellaneous expense fund. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. Here you go.
Thanks, Daddy.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, and how was your busy morning, Mrs. Miller? Oh, I know. It was my turn to tend the kids. I will make it up to you. I promise.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I love you in mornings like this. You look gorgeous. You're welcome. So, you like the new Claus bee?
Yes, I do.
Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Anytime you want to know Claus bee, I will agree immediately and without question. Our marriage is first and foremost. That's why the trial period.
Okay, me too. I'm glad you and Kay get along so well. I like her.
So, how is your sexual life otherwise, Mrs. Miller?
Marge and I are having an affair.
Hey, a new sexual plateau. Well, we knew that sooner or later one of us would, huh? So, come on, tell me about it.
No, I don't know. Ed had a weird reaction when Marge told him. But they're both a little weird anyway, I guess. You know, she's always working with those outside charities.
So why didn't you tell me about your sexuality?
Oh, I didn't know myself. I know, I really didn't.
Oh.
No, it was when we decided to Claus bee.
Mm-hmm.
Marge mentioned that, you know, a woman-woman experience is quite different from a woman-man experience. I don't know why Ed fell apart like that when Marge told him. I mean, they've been Claus beed for many years, and she said many men. I guess it was the bisexuality factor. Anyway, I'm Marge's second. Yeah.
Is it a satisfactory experience?
Yes, it's just starting. Marge thought that the four of us might get together for dinner one evening and exchange partners for dessert as a starter. She thinks you're cute.
How about that? I'll get to Marge by myself first. Then whatever. Okay, sure.
Play your cards right. And maybe, sometime later,
Mm-hmm.
we'll invite you to join us for a threesome some evening.
That would be delightful. This is an emotional experience. This is a real emotional experience.
Everything is working out.
Right.
Oh, that was very nice. Aunt May called. She said the children are having a wonderful time at the farm.
Children always have fun at May's.
You made me feel like I was floating on clouds.
That was great. Be careful how you think about the outsiders.
Why? I don't understand.
Isn't Claus B wonderful? So open and honest.
Yeah, it's open.
We'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye. Bye. See ya. What would you like, red, white, or pink?
Red, please.
Being those video clips that Betty found brought to focus the somewhat unfairness of our society. Look at this freeze frame. John Marvin told me some things that both of them believe in. He says that many of the government's actions of the past were not only unfair, but illegal and outright unconstitutional.
If we were born outside, we'd never live so comfortably. So very comfortably.
Not much is known about the past prior to the Fence Act of 2600. In the year 2600, the CD seceded from the states, and with the central government established their own currency, the world dollar, with their Western allies.
In 5 years, it'll be 400 years of stability. There is no solution except to leave it as it is. We're all dealt a hand of cards at birth. Some of us are city dwellers, others are outsiders. Some can improve their hand, others lose what they have.
Come on, Janet, where's your compassion?
We have compassionate charities, heavily subsidized by the government to help the outside. We have housing programs to help for new immigrants that are being constructed as quickly as we can produce the plans that are acceptable to the environmental people. I mean, it's important that we're careful with the environment, right?
Our history does not explain how it all happened. Okay, let's change the subject. I've noticed since we've claws bead that when I'm with a new woman that I'm attracted to, and my organ recovers a lot faster. In anticipation of the continuing pleasure, I imagine. A cat.
Wow. How long of a phase is this?
Well, with you, it never is. Otherwise, it depends on the woman I'm with, how often I see her, and what I do in between seeing her, etc., 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 as the king would say. And the king and I, a play that played long ago.
Oh, you're so smart and clever, too.
Thanks.
You know, I bet there are people who wonder what it feels like to do it with a Manappy. I'll bet studies have been done on Manappy sexuality.
Well, human Manappy sex is illegal in the cities. You have to go outside for that pleasure. But I understand there is an organization trying to legalize it in the cities.
There's also a movement to legalize public fornication.
That will never pass. We are much too decent for that.
Contract sales for whole bodies or limbs and organs are available at wholesale prices. First-time offer to the public. This offer complies with all government regulations. You can also purchase
Kathy
weight
says the
garbage
CDs are ignorant of the dangers from the Corps of Service people.
to freeze food leftovers.
Why is that?
It'll stay fresher, longer for the outsiders.
She says they're on the verge of rioting.
Really?
There is total and complete video communication between the outsiders and city administration. For direct talks, the senators, congressmen, and governors from the outside are given passes to visit the city senators and congressmen, enforced, of course, by a security fence device. We want to be close to our people, and we all want to help the outsiders. Transmit your donations today.
Prior to the 26th century, there was no outside. We were all together. But the system could not support the exploding population. The controlling factor became housing and eventually food. A room for everyone became the motto accepted by all.
Yeah. Will you please quit it? What's with you?
What do you mean?
You can also purchase wet garbage freezing machinery for restaurants, hotels, and businesses to freeze food leftovers and cart them outside where they will stay fresher, longer for the outsiders. It's all tax deductible.
I'll be happy when we move away from the fence.
Ian likes it. He thinks the zaps are thunder and lightning. It's great to have such good friends, isn't it?
And good lunch.
Yeah, and great conversation.
Good cocktails.
And great sex.
Right.
How's your 500-acre subdivision going?
Oh, it's annexed with an offering going out tomorrow. You know, first you annex, then you sell, annex, sell, keeps everything moving. It'll bring in millions of dollars. It has an approved subdivision map.
Well, everyone says we need more housing.
It should be good for at least 10,000 units. A whole new neighborhood for middle management.
Management? What about the rest?
Well, the immigration department is screaming for more housing. The faster we annex, the more housing units we build, the more jobs are created, the more profits are made to annex and buy more land, and so it goes.
As much as I believe in the free market, the goals set by the government for new housing units are very low, ridiculously low. It'll take decades to bring in any significant number of outsiders into the cities.
The numbers have to match job availability. Good planning for a prosperous and orderly society, our society.
Our society, our CD society. But what about the rest, the outsiders? Hey, that's some liberty and justice for all.
Sure it is. Liberty to go wherever you want, as long as it's not on private property. Well, not without the property owner's permission, anyway. And justice is administered by the state. Everything according to the Constitution. I've never seen this side of you, Michael. Where do you get these weird ideas?
Our science editor informs us that United Brains Incorporated has developed a technique for brain transplants with a survival rate of over 10%. There are many customers lining up to try it out. Most of them are over 140 years of age.
10% is very good. We should look into the stock. I bumped into John Marvin and a friend of his, Jack, the other day. They're planning to work their vacations as information guides at various fairs. No pay, just volunteering for a cause.
Isn't John Marvin the two-headed guy you met at an RG meet?
Yeah.
I don't trust people with second heads. Now, their personality always changes, influenced by the second head.
Anyway, their spiel is that we should start to plan for removal of the fence so that our society can live as one.
Oh, very noble spiel. Very generous with public funds. Who's going to pay for security? What is that going to do to our taxes?
You obviously don't believe that we can live as one without the fence.
Get rid of the fence? Are you crazy? Do you know what that would mean in terms of cost of security? Stop going out with a bunch of non-productive hooligans. You're putting me on the spot with your radical thinking.
Hooligans? We all had Clause B. That's all that's required, right?
That's not the point. Your reputation will go down the tubes if you're seen in those places too often.
The government supports the RGs and the AGE program.
Probably in order to get the names of dissenters. Have you ever thought of that? Michael, don't get on their list. Do you see anyone we know at their meetings?
No, I don't. Janet, we live in a democracy. Our democracy allows dissent as long as you're not advocating the overthrow of the government by force. It's okay. I only went to 2 meetings. Why are you so hostile?
Do you know why you don't see anyone we know there? Do you know why?
Because they don't care.
No, you dumb shit, because they don't want to stand out as being unhappy with the system. If you do, you may lose it. That's why. Those RG meetings are full of weirdos and dissenters, and our friends don't want to jeopardize the nice lifestyles that they have. That's why. Makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Hey, democracy and capitalism thrive on a free market and free discussion on anything you want.
You're really slightly on the weird side. You really are. What's gotten into you?
Now you're being rude. Besides, nobody cares. It is accepted that our forefathers just plain kicked out the poor, the homeless, and the unemployed one day. Just kicked them out and built a protective fence around themselves and all of their assets. And some of us think that that was wrong.
We didn't just get up one morning and kick them all out. Before the fence, there was anarchy, riots, murders, crime, with massive costs for security in prisons.
Okay, so get to the point.
There was so much mental illness that serial killers had contests for highest kill scores and most brutal method used. Trading cards on criminals and killers were sold in stores and traded for fun.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating. Maybe a few.
Prisons and security were ineffective and haphazard at best, and very, very expensive. Expensive to the taxpayer.
We needed more mental health workers, not prisons.
Enough is enough! Let the taxes be spent on those who are taxed! That became the battle cry. The invention of the fence was heaven sent. The fence was the only logical solution. Now we have peace, order, very little expense for security, and no prison.
Oh, come on!
Instead of imprisoning the criminals, we found it cheaper to imprison ourselves and our properties. Imprison hell! We're protecting ourselves from the criminals.
Exactly. Criminals and everyone else that didn't fit, right? Today the conditions outside are unbearably bad. Children dying of diseases that we have vaccines for. With our scientific advances, there must be a way.
Our charities distribute many vaccines.
Why not have discussions, research it, and find a solution for living together? Live well, peacefully, and prosperously together without the fence.
You keep this up, and you're going to be holding these discussions on the outside. Do you understand me? Do you?
The construction of the fence was the most unethical thing ever done by our civilization. The outsiders were our brothers and sisters.
Were our brothers and sisters. The past tense, the past history. That was 400 years ago. What's gotten into you? The outsiders, the outsiders. That's all you talk about, the outsiders. We've got it made. You've got it made. Our children have it made. Don't lose it all. Leave it be. What do you care about another society? The outsiders are not your family. We're city dwellers.
You've got to have some compassion for your fellow humans. They're all humans except for the Manapis, of course.
Humans haven't changed for centuries. Did our forefathers have compassion for people that were starving to death by the millions or dying by the millions of diseases? Well, did they have compassion for them? No, they did not.
We can't be this primitive forever.
Primitive?
We can't.
You call our lifestyle primitive?
No, our attitude to our outside brothers and sisters is primitive.
Look, to be a city dweller, you have to fit. Get it? Fit. Fit what?
Do your job well and get paid well?
Many people could do your job and my job better and cheaper. Don't ever think that you're the only one that could do your job. That's just your ego talking. A lot of people could do our job and for much less pay, right?
Get to the point.
We come from families who understood the needs of the system, the city dweller life. And our forefathers experienced and understood these painful experiences prior to the installation of the fence. The riots, the crimes, the murders, the chaos.
Humanity, to survive as one, we have to learn to live without the fence. We cannot penalize some just because the system cannot support them.
If you don't fit, you are outside. That's just the way it is. That's it. There's no other way. If you remove the fence, it would be stupidity because it would mean the return of chaos. We just don't have the housing or the jobs for that matter. You know all that. Everybody knows that. If you're so stupid, you just don't understand it. Do you know what life would be like if there were no fence?
No, I don't, and neither do you.
Look, by becoming a dissenter, you've betrayed us all. Many generations of understanding and agreement. Do you know how tough it must have been to put up the fence? Do you know how many people died getting the fence in place?
But the act was illegal, and it served only the interest of property owners.
No,
laws were manipulated. It's unfair.
There were tremendous objections from many sectors 400 years ago. My grandfather would tell me stories of the great 100-year separation war. Many people died on both sides.
But our history does not explain it all. It was a conspiracy by a small part of the population.
The transition took a long time and many people suffered. In the beginning, many families were separated, never to see each other again. Don't jeopardize your status.
What are you talking about?
Oh, God, I've had it with you and you're outside. I can't take it anymore. That's it. Look, let's just call it quits. I'm calling Byron in the morning.
Come on, Janet, you can't be serious.
Oh, why do we keep struggling with each other? You go and help the outside, and I'll probably take the job in Paris if I get the promotion. I'll take all the kids or just mine, whatever you want.
Please, don't be so hasty. Please reconsider. How about a counseling session?
Okay. But I don't think it'll help.